Came to battle with the masses, crumble, turn them to ashes. Not gonna have a chance if your class is this passive. We're massive. I'm bringing the league into victory, placing fingers individually. 1, 2, 3, watching me pinky make history. Live with these injuries, shatter like glasses. Redefining this era. My plan is in motion, it's almost done. My presence will fill you with terror. Inherited power from all for one. I can do this all night. Pick apart the pathetic cult that worships all might. This is what I had to be held onto by my family. Tactician on a mission, you cannot beat all my strategies. Killing and bringing the casualty, the weight in my heart causing agony. Displaying a brain that's amazing, decaying insane, cause I'm making a world for catastrophe.
Kurogiri, I'm getting really excited. Who's a villain that's kinda tricky to fight with? Disappear, put the fear inside and I like it. In the dark, I can see you nearing the light switch. Certain you're hurting, we're turning your world so uncertain with teleportation. If you find anyone killing the veterans, better I'll need a citation. I ain't just playing the role of a villain to seriously end up hating Annie. Passing it over, I'm hoping you're choking them before you burn them up, Daddy.
Yeah, the illest villain is superstar. I've been taking expectations, shooting them through the bar. Watch me murder every single hero, you see the scars. Incinerating corpses into portions to keep them jarred. Won't make it far. Ain't nobody do it like me. I can make a Baku go flame, cold as ice. Got the league right beside me. Might slap Midoriya if he keeps acting feisty. I'm a monster, you imposters are preposterous. Stay anonymous, torching everybody is the hobby. Murder is the job, should've never stepped to Derby. Yeah.
Pulling on the mask on the Titans, just put a bullet in your back, see your life in a flash. Got the gas on tap, I can map your path. Think you're better than me cause you're in the U8 classes. Must have been not the colonel, shots be popping off like a kernel. I am sure vexed, this vortex will be the cause of your death.
Look, I'm handing out a summary. Got a team of 2, a double team. Have you ever met the other me? Got a secret and I'm keeping it underneath. Don't let I'm one of a kind. Yeah, you're facing your demise. Come on, anybody try. Killing myself many times. I've got some demons that I've been dealing with inside. Yeah, I get it, though, a minute. Gotta show them what they're missing. I don't even know the mission, but lately I feel like I'm somebody different. So here I go throwing the dice. I am here to change your life and maybe give out some advice. I'm only doing what is right, so if I'm giving you a chance, you know I ain't giving it twice.
Bloodthirsty, I just came to further cause damage. Muscle fibers so outrageous that my skin can't manage to contain all the power that my body will produce. I'm sadistic, watch me walk into this camp and kill the youth. I'll put you in predicament, smashing right through your ligaments. These little kids are ignorant of violence in the hero biz. I'm lacking all compassion, you won't see me caught caring. Mercilessly killing heroes, watch me body bag parents.
You're messing with a psychotic in bondage. No test to God, it was chomping on all of your flesh. If it's spotted, you won't survive in this carnage. Sharp teeth will slice through fucking all of your bodies. Caustic when I kill off the lesser race in the starry.
Feel the knife dig deeper in your spine. Feels nice when I take another life. Do or die, love the rush of doing crimes. Nice try, you can run but now you're mine. Slicing and patting you down, like nobody's around. Love when you're making sounds, bleeding all over the ground. Never be found, pretty pathetic, you face your demise. With your blood ingested, I perfected my disguise. Call me Toga, hear my name and then it's over. Not maintaining my composure when the smell is drawing closer. Killing is thrilling, I'm spilling, we're bringing a chilling end. Appetite filling, I'm willing to bend, so let us be friends.
What was Stain do? Yeah, I'm slaying in his name too. Call me Spinner, the killer for Stain with the same view. And the sword looking like a thorn of games glued together. Stain's dream came true, cause my blade is used to sever all these fake dudes. Claiming who's a hero when they told me I'm a strange mutant. I was shameful, till I heard his message. You could say I am the echo, cause these heroes saving nothing better. Switch it to this gecko when I maim you.
Your body, I can magnetize, and by your gender you're polarized. Having this much fun should be labeled as a crime, but I gotta do right by the hero killer's eyes. You claim to be a hero that some you'll never be. How to join the league, now I'm finally free, so he kitty kitty come play with me. Gotta rid the world of this hero hierarchy.
Step right up, gonna show you something riveting. Quite a little trick, the excitement has me shivering. With a little misdirection, I'm performing marvels. Leave you startled when you see I've turned your squad into some marbles. Throw your whole academy into my jacket pocket. Walk it right into a warp gate. Take it off and drop it. Might not be as threatening as all the other villains, but the others who were trapped, they were begging me to kill them.
How many y'all wanna test me when I'm in the brawl? But fight my dogs, I can tell that you was about to fall. Look at the brave, need to behave behind the dry walls. You don't wanna be catching my way, you just might dissolve. All for one and one for none, so better go out, get bigger guns. All might better go get your son, the young dad ain't gonna be no fun. But hip will put a smile on my devilish demeanor. But I'm enraged, training your overpower like a Caesar. It was according to plan, League of the Villains is running Japan. Even if I was writing the can, Sugar Rocket still running the clan. Looking at me like I'm sick, I'm just pleading the fifth. But imagine myself with your neck on my whip and just squeeze my grip.
Where my heart is, rests my very soul. And the colors bleed from blue to gold. When the choice is mine and mine alone, I won't give in, even if you break my bones. I won't give in till your sins have been atoned. I will keep my secrets I above, in the hopes to protect the ones I love. But I wonder where in darkness lies the truth of the one who took the lives you can't excuse. I don't fear you, I won't let you take my home. I will climb through to wherever you may roam. I won't give in, you can even break my bones. What is within is the strength you never know.
Protagonist, people admire this. Ross is a captain, this pirate ship. Jojo, these poses can't stand, or I figure their abilities out like a Myers-Briggs. Try dodge me, my punches connect. Wireless, Yugi got goons in my deck. Fireless, 10 written on me like show you here nada. So I'm only dropping the ball when I'm spiking it. With the guild, we go global. Second, change the gears, we go modal. Weapon, talk to them, I stay vocal. If it ain't me, then who you lot woeful? They know I'm the best, I'm not boastful. Man, I'm not impressed with no locals. Kaio can leave lines like Chernobyl. Jank and Pona, Rockstar immobile. Bobo, you don't know what's in my head. Sighting my how I don't care who you send. They look the same to me, shadow clone, but like Naruto. Even my songs got the rep, I got tons of red breath and they're breathless. Man, I ain't chill, but they watch me like Netflix. They're in cutting you out like it's Brexit. I'm the main character, bitch, you can't test this.
Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, it's the battle that you won't survive. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, grab your weapons, now the time is right. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, it's the battle that you won't survive. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, grab your weapons, now the time is right.
Despite the top position with no kind of opposition, the arrival of a rival, there's a rifle of white knuckle violence. You might pull a tight muscle, try come to my jungle. Vine swung, though tie struggle while I don't find trouble. I don't wanna hear no Sasuke, anime rip like Jack's blade. After I got that pack blade, no karma, you won't come back, mate. You know that I'm magic and I'm taking the wind out of their sails. You were on pace and my glacier get placed in your wake of the drain for the face grey scale. They're all cheering you on with the pom-poms till they bring it back and go bang with the bonbons. Fuck a tail beast bang, car
catching up to me.
Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, it's the battle that you won't survive. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, grab your weapons, now the time is right.
Big bad, you mean me, that's a big mismatch. Bitch, hit back, couple lambs on me like this bag. I'm maniacal murderous mind of misdeeds. Miss me with your morals, turn your presence into history. Now the villain is present, raw power levels excessive, explosive anarchy in my bum, my green like a marijuana. Took a beat and experiment like so took it the president. Approaching moral writtens, a freaking sick and a venomous like Griffith. I'm wicked, I'm ripping them, shun these bitches until that them listen finished. The fattest business, I'm vicious, I'm true, evil and true, regal the two, lethal whole two, diggles hit one shot and send you sequels.
Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, it's the battle that you won't survive. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, grab your weapons, now the time is right. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, it's the battle that you won't survive. Welcome to the showdown, welcome to the final fight. Welcome to the showdown, grab your weapons, now the time is right.
Take what you got and leave now. You're wearing out your welcome. No one here wants to see you here, yeah. Think that you won from day one, but soon the devil will come. You know just why he wants you, don't you? You're crooked, desire, left us exist, so right. Misguided, divided, it's a point of no reason. You started a fire, you're gonna watch it burn. Try to save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's just to burn it down, just burn it down. When everything is gone, you wish you only heard us out, screaming Mayday, Mayday. Act like you've only done good, unfairly misunderstood. Play the victim, it's so you. What's new? Lie after lie after lie. We all stop counting the crime. You know why we can't trust you, don't you? You're crooked, desire, left us exist, so right. Misguided, divided, it's a point of no reason. You started a fire, you're gonna watch it burn. Try to save yourself like you always do. Every bridge we build, you think it's just to burn it down, just burn it down. When everything is gone, you wish you only heard us out, heard us out. Why don't you choke in yourself, swallow the hate and just fucking go? You set yourself to light a fire, rise to try and die. Then so it's wrong, control over bridges burn. All you are is a fucking monster. Watch it disaster. You touch it, you break it, you kill it. Just
Make them lose their tiny tempers, I predict an earthquake. Watch how I define an error, this is what my work made. They ain't no one else who's better, know my name's in first place. Rising like a phoenix from the ash, just like my first mate. Whoa, got my dogs on me, kinda he don't bother me. Whoa, you can't tire me, your land is now my property. Whoa, all ferocity, whoa, no apologies. They will all remember this, my story's no mythology.
Used to be an orphan, no endorphins or knowledge, I'm wild. Learned a lot from traveling the world as a child. Now let me tell you about my plan, been at work for a while. Down the hatch, he get thatched, this finesse was vital. That's why the moment I'm arriving, Yonko status decided. I got a saber, that's my ship, you better dip when I'm sliding. Cause when Pops died, I saw Marco look in denial. Cause when Pops died, I emptied a clip with a smile.
Oh, you ain't messing with a red hair. I'll be rolling with a king, you won't get spared. Oh, you know I can stop a war just by turning up. Dawn Island turning up. Party down the party's back and don't come back and serve me up. No matter about the bath, he got me hotties and the burly fox. Sturdy bunch, it's the world be us. You ain't seen the worst, cuz.
Mama, the killer on the beast with a feet. Anybody wanna run upon her? I lead the matriarchy, and one night I begun to wonder, would it be a regime with freedom and peace if we love one another? So I'm talking the rudders, headed straight to the king we fight. Mess with me, you will see the light. And I mean what I said, you're dead. When I raise my right, Prometheus strikes. Big mama, I don't need your advice. My sweet tooth needs to be sufficed. If not, I'm causing chaos and causing mayhem until they get it all right.
Duke of the animal kingdom, a bad dragon. No, my presence is immense, so they stood it like man's lagging down the cannibals a cannon. You cannot withstand. Damn it, swing a ban hammer, transforming land to the Grand Canyon. X-Men out like the scar on a beast. Put the next one down, man, it's hardly a feat. Move with the crowd, you ain't ours, you deceased. Ooh, no, you want it harder than me.
Doomsday, keep it unlocked like this shit is Newgate. You pray, second to Roger, you lot are too late. New age, back down for nothing, top of the food chain. My kingdom stay united like the motherfucking UK. Took it up to the next day, women on me, that's a med bay. Now gonna tear the best grade, I'm wearing them out like it's endgame. My bit, all my crew are children, there's no dead weights. Even when I die, I'm standing strong like I was Ben
How
K.
the show over, bitch, I'm stepping out of the current. I was taught how to rock, now I'm cracking the surface. So what's a god to a king, a machine or a surgeon? I am not a human being or a regular person. They say my generation worse, but when I'm done it'll worsen. I don't think he understands. I got two different fruits and my crew got the best batch. Ace was a joker, snuffed his flame like a dead match. Long lives the Beck, that's a step that I can't pass.
Cute last touching on my cut, last tussle with the buff cap, I'll huffing up your whole smash. Suck that! 100,000 fans, I ain't even really done jack. New clothes, brand new groove for the emperor. Keep it 100 on the lead, cheap front. I got a mean green stunner, we can beef if you wanna. Keep a gummo Luffy, I'm not needing rubbers. I keep bringing to her knees, that's Supreme King color.
I'm a kind, caring leader. Well, you may not think that's true, but if you think that I am big, then you should see the size of my crew. See my size and they move. See my rise and they knew that I would be the most powerful, and that thrown away is my new rule. Queendom, are you beans dumb? I can single-handedly clean tons of superhumans without a scratch. Ask German 66, please, hun. Yes, my whole team's won. Maybe that's cause they're fair beliefs, or maybe they just know the kingdom ran better when the queen is chief.
Tall and handsome, I spawned to find him up. Big fish dripping waterfalls, no salmon. New Gyarados when this magic up turned dragon. No word from Yamato, I feel like up to dragon. I'm the big threat, looming overheads like a guillotine. One shot kill, no L's like a guillotine. Big arms, big build, shit, plus the creatine. More than a captain or a king, I'm a deity. しもねねえねえバカでバカでね君の元気か今青の危険がな一年発見 So you can ライブする高めて一点を眺めて後悔泣きたい後悔もらいたい
「
be picked up. So
Well, we're also on a non video call, so if we want to start doing video, we can. Hi, everybody. We're on the pre-show, by the way. I'm if it's not technical problems, it's human resource issues.
Have you found the technical problem yet and gotten it out of the way?
I tried unplugging it and plugging it back in, but that doesn't work with babies. Just pissed him off more.
Yes, you did.
just let him cry it out. Sometimes it's better.
Exactly.
Not always, but
yeah, I mean that's like I said. It was either him screaming in my lap and directly into the microphone, or him across the room and safe in his crib. So I don't have to worry that he's going to go anywhere.
I see a couple things I'm missing. Is it okay if I add them?
No. Also, yes.
Okay.
I thought I added everything in there.
I still don't know how I'm. Well, I gotta add my teleporting in because it's just a thing I have.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just missing a language here, and I'm trying to add it in.
I forget how to edit my character sheet.
Yeah,
You just
I had
click
it
in
a
it.
second ago. It
At least
popped
your
up.
characters are up to date. I've forgotten to edit 12 points and frick Mr.
Oh,
Sims.
there it is. It went behind everything. Dang it.
Recording is started. There.
And then I think I'm missing one spell that we talked about, unless you didn't let me take it.
I just may not have added it. What spell
Okay.
are you missing?
Just shield.
Oh. How did I miss shield?
Oh wait, you can't cast shield on me. Shit.
No.
I was thinking shield of faith.
He has that too.
Yeah.
I have that too.
Make sure you cast it on me always. always, always, always.
Yeah, it only took us 9 sessions, but we have a full developed party now, you guys.
Well, almost.
We're just missing a sexy cat girl, and then we're good to go.
So Mr. Snips is our doctor, I assume.
I pretty much made the pet trainer into a doctor.
And then there's me, the quartermaster.
Except I work on the boat.
Where are you at?
Yeah, the quartermaster is the person that deals with all the weapons.
No, I'm a boatswain.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm saying I'm the quartermaster.
Yeah, we'll get there. All right, be right back.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is. Sweet.
So I made a character earlier that at level 10, they have 600 range on their longbow, and they can make 3 attacks per round, and they're not a fighter. It's great.
Alright, so what do we do with these 12 points, boys? We can improve Mr. Snips.
All right, let me look at what you can
Spec
do
into
with...
gun.
Let's
I
see.
mean,
Oh,
theoretically,
Pet
we
monster
could,
trainer.
CJ.
I know.
You and I still need to discuss that one.
Spec into gun.
I don't know. I have no idea what your companion can even do. So
Spec into gun.
Spec into gun. Crab gun.
that's all
Crab
cus-
gun.
He just shoots smaller crabs out of it.
And then he
it's-
yells, "You got crabs."
Actually, he can't speak at all.
He yells it inside of his head.
Yeah,
I mean-
it is just angry bubbles at this point.
He just has cheesy 80s one-liners going in his head at all times.
So let's see. Let me look at companion. Let me look what companion does. That's what the technical thing is, right? It's companion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, we should actually do things.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you new people, be quiet.
No.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome, everybody, to Exploding Dice Severe Seas. I am your host and dungeon master, CJ Bowden. Joining me, as always, in this weird, wacky, wonderly world of Wishtiff and Wayham is Werrell. Hi, Werrell. Good talk. And Scott.
At least I'm here.
Daryl AFK or something.
I don't know. I think he might have.
Cool. What happened last time?
Oh God. He picked a fight with it. Yeeth picked a fight with a gnome, and this gnome being the gnome that we know from before with the hunter killers. Just can't remember what the other lady was. I'd have to go back and look at some old notes. I'm not going to do that.
She was like a harpy.
I have like bird lady in my head.
Yeah. She was more of a harpy than an Aarakocra, but...
Yeah, I distinctly remember almost like a vulture.
Yep.
Okay, my mental notes are still good, people.
No, that was 2 episodes ago. What happened last episode?
Yeah, no, well, she's frame of reference for who the gnome was.
Oh, okay.
For me, at least. So Yeeth picked a fight with the gnome, and...
Okay, you said that twice now. He picked a fight with us.
Well...
I just trapped him in the basement.
No, this is true. We basically chased him around the room, nearly died. I did a lot of healing. That's all I remember.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
What do you remember what happened with your fever stuff going on?
Blim nearly died. I nearly died. CJ did his absolute best to kill us with way overpowered people. The captain intervened with his ultra levels, and we ultimately
Ultra
survived.
levels? He's level 5. He's not that much higher level than you.
It was high enough.
I mean, he,
yeah, there was a giant cat.
face tanked a Kraken, so I mean, there's that.
Usual.
It was a classic Tuesday.
Yes. All right, then. Let's go ahead. Roll into... Enough to have more health than me. Yes. All right, and let's go ahead and then... Without further ado, because we're running late, because... Issues. Oh, yeah, and we ended off with you guys hearing a loud yell from over that way.
Well, we should probably ignore the yell and then just go off to the nearest pub, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing important. I mean, technically, the nearest pub is upstairs.
Good point. And there's probably a hole
And
in
the gnome
ceiling
is
right
theoretically dead. We do have something to celebrate.
Yeah, the gnome did die. You got his card and everything. The captain pocketed it. Which I'm sure will not be any problem at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should probably go and check out.
All right, and
I'm moving. Why am I moving?
Because you're moving. All right, and let's go ahead and then part the veil of reality. Yeah. From the other room, Air turns around and looks in the general direction. Well, I guess we have our next destination.
All right.
He flares out his wings and flies over the pit. As he flies by, he spits down into it.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Well, at least I know where where this place gets their name from. I don't know why they would have a Kraken down there, but they have a Kraken down there.
At least it's not false advertising.
Well, it is now because they had a Kraken down there.
No, it's definitely still down there. We only took out a tentacle.
Oh boy.
So, goes over to where he's hearing the noise come from, and Eric kind of looks and goes, all right, stand back. Especially you, as he looks over to Yeeth.
Oh, not sound again.
And he pulls back his fist, and the gauntlet lights up, and mystery person on the other side, you kind of hear, stand back, and then a very loud whirring noise, and then a explosion. As the wall takes the full brunt of a attack from him and just shatters completely. He didn't at all use a shatter spell. I don't know what you're talking about. And as the dust settles, what do they see behind the wall that was captive there?
So, I assume the magical seal breaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what you guys all see is like the door breaks. All of a sudden, you see a shift in appearance, and what you see is a about 6 foot tall man. Has one kind of horn poking out of his forehead. The horn, you can't tell if it's wooden or not. Sorry, I'm 7 feet tall. I have tan skin, bright white hair set long in the back into a long ponytail. And he has 2 red lines down his face from his eyes, and they're like ash red, and they kind of look like bark.
Throw that picture up there from Daryl, who did amazing artwork on that.
That's not quite the most accurate one, though. But that is my base form. But nobody sees that yet.
No, I know, but still, okay.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert. It's fine.
So, welcome Drago to the stage.
Hi guys. You can't see me waving, but I am in fact waving.
And yeah, we see you waving. We all see you waving. It's there. It's theater of the mind.
Oh, well, hello there. I have no idea who you are, but I appreciate you breaking open my cage.
Your sending stone is ringing.
Yeah, sorry. Phone calls at this time of day. It's almost 9 o'clock. I don't know why we're getting so many phone calls.
And Captain kind of stays in kind of fighting position, and what you see in front of you is about a 7.5 foot, pretty much at this point just fully blue and gold metal, looks like a dragon with energy wings flying out from behind him. Standing behind him, probably looking very frightened, is a very, 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 very large snake man. And off to the side, if you look around, there is another half dragon who is not nearly as tall and not nearly as metally over on the other side, probably holding a bow up and aiming it at you.
That's some metal.
Why were they holding you back here?
I wish I knew. Like I was just chilling, and then I got captured and put in that cell.
What's your name, kid?
My name's Valius.
Well, So far, you haven't tried to attack us, so I guess. Stand down, crew. As the metal on his helmet kind of separates and shows his face, which is a. Looks like a scaly elf. Name's Air.
Nice to meet you, Air. I suppose I should probably owe you guys for letting me out of there.
I'm still trying to figure out why they would have you behind a wall.
Yeah, like I said, I wish I knew. Like I said, I was just chilling, and then I got kidnapped and thrown in a
Chilling
cell.
where?
Places. Minding my own business.
Great, another smartass.
You gonna teach him, Captain?
I mean, I can always put you back.
Do I see my stuff around at all?
No, you do not.
Well, you guys are certainly just lucky that I don't have my items on, or it might be one hell of a fight.
Definitely
Okay, so you don't answer the questions and you threaten us. Why do we trust you again?
You just threatened to put me back in the cell that I was just in for like 2 weeks.
Where were you 2 weeks ago?
All right. We're not doing this. I guess you're free to go, kid.
You're too trusting.
And the captain breathes, and the armor kind of shimmers out of existence, and he lands on the floor back in his normal garb.
Well, I mean, I got nowhere else to go. So, like, I still feel like I owe you guys for saving me.
Luckily, there's a bar upstairs. You can open a tab.
I don't even have any money. I confiscated it all. Like, all my other stuff that I, don't have.
Who confiscated your money?
I'm trying to figure out why the Hunters Association would confiscate your money. They're good people. And considering you're in a beast holding area, and you're clearly not a beast, not a full one anyway. Weird.
I'm assuming that Yeath, as a hunter, doesn't recognize him at all.
No, this isn't your jurisdiction. And he looks not like anything that you would really have... Actually, no. He looks kind of like Dart, that ninja that stole Kanushi's seed.
Speaking of Kanushi, you have Blaze marked with Kanushi.
Oh. Shh, Blaze doesn't exist.
Wait, I'm just saying for.
Weird. Oh, I know why. I mean, you're more than welcome to come along, I guess, but... So... Alright. Name's Air. I'm captain of the soon-to-be renamed ship after we get to the capital.
That's the title of your ship, the soon-to-be renamed ship.
Yes. It had a name, but somebody thought it was too emo.
Well, it was.
So, it currently doesn't have a name. My grandpa's name apparently didn't work, so...
Well, if you guys can help me find my stuff, I could definitely be a pretty strong fighter.
Well, what type of what type? Remind us of what surrounds us in this room, besides the Kraken pit and this beast holding it.
Um, I mean, this room is pretty much, as you see on the map, it is kind of a refurbished basement of a tavern. It is kind of half used for what you would imagine would be personnel, and half used for like. And Daryl is very well versed, or Yeeth is well versed in the hunter association of basically having tasks to capture and retrain or release of wild animals, which is what was down here. So it's not weird that there was
into it where they kept his stuff.
So yeah, there's a room where they don't normally capture humanoids. Like that's the problem that even Air is seeing here. They're not jailers. Anytime that they are hired to capture somebody, they usually bring them to the local authorities. The only thing that they keep in places like this are beasts. Eric kind of goes, I don't know where they would. Yeeth, you're a hunter. Where would they keep, like, gear and things at in this kind of place?
Normally, this sort of place is kept for animals, not people. But we should try that room over there.
Yeah, you hear in your, it's very odd that they would have a humanoid down here, but probably in the normal quarters where they would have that information at inside of your head, Daryl.
Yeah, I just had that information, which is why I said it.
Yes, because I gave it to you.
I know, but everyone else didn't hear you.
He's doing the thing again. Okay.
If you whisper, you're really quiet, as opposed to just regularly quiet.
Oh, great, he's doing that thing again. All right. All right, crew, try and find his stuff.
Where's this room, side room?
Over that way. Like that way.
CJ, you're gonna make them roll perception checks for my teleporting, because like I said, it's like I've gotten it down so pat, it's like almost seamless that I like walk at like I teleport at a pace that everyone can walk at, but I do it seamlessly so like they can't tell.
So what does it look like then? Because
well,
is that like hovering?
No, it's literally like I said, it's blinking. So like I blink and teleport, but like basically I try to do it on sync with your guys' blinks, I guess would be the best way to do it.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah, because that's a lot of blinks to try to synchronize around.
Oh no.
All right, and everybody's passive perception is higher than a 3.
Move when everyone blinks simultaneously.
Yeah. So there for a few seconds, you all think that he's just walking normally, and then you stop blinking every 2 seconds, and then realize that he's
Doctor Who shows up and tells us not to blink.
Exactly. And then you realize that he's teleport walking. Okay.
He just takes out his notebook and starts detailing information about Valis.
All right. Why don't you all give me an investigation check to see how long this is going to take?
Okay.
Oof. Mr. Snips is helping. Feels a little better that I rolled better than now. What's his face here? Oh, everyone's rolling like shit.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to the game.
Yeah.
All right, so it
Welcome
takes
to how we play.
it takes a while. Like, it takes a good while because this place got really messed up by the blink cat or the giant cat horse that you guys fought before, and was just starting to stink up the place after after a while. And
Feed it to Kraken.
and I can see Snips doing that instead of looking because he rolled. Yeet just keeps looking down at the Kraken, I guess. And it takes the better part of an hour, but eventually you guys do find a door that is locked, and there's a window that looks that inside of it. You could see where there would be a armory kind of thing.
How heavy does that door look?
It's a pretty standard, and it doesn't look super heavy now.
All right, I want to punch the door open.
Okay. Just give me a strength check.
Yes, you're one of us.
Welcome to Curse. Cookies are over there. The coffee is over there. Welcome to the tea.
Luckily, Mr. Snips is great at taking out splinters.
I'm glad you guys can laugh at my fucking pain here.
Oh, we can because we do it proverbially.
Yeah, this is a constant thing. So it doesn't look super heavy, but you get it right where there happens to be like the thickest part of the wood, and like you crack your knuckle against it, and it doesn't hurt you. Not like on a HP level, but like. You ever get that thing where you pop all of your knuckles at once and it just hurts like hell?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You popped every muscle from your finger knuckles up to your elbow. So.
Yeah, I don't think he's much of a threat. We're okay.
Can I just try to open the door now?
You didn't expect to see if it was locked.
No.
Fuck this door in particular.
Check to see the door is locked. Come on.
Fuck this door in particular. Wow.
What's this door made of?
And by the way, you think that I'm laughing out of character. No, Air is literally doubled over in laughter at you, by the way.
I mean, that's fine. Whatever.
Better to have him laughing at you, man.
Any of you two want to give it a go? I have fun to see how well you guys do against it.
This door's up here, right?
It's just a door, yes, somewhere.
Where?
There. Theater of the mind. Watch him rolling at 20.
Fucking Mr. Snips. It's not a saving throw.
Yeah, it's not a saving
ability
throw,
check.
Scott. Just a check.
God. Learn how to play your character.
Oh my god!
This is what you fucking get. Jin can at least fucking do it somehow.
Mr. Snips just runs into the door.
Buddy, that's not how you do things. They open.
Like old school JRPG, just running into a wall consistently forever. And Daryl, after realizing that, hey, the voice up there said that there's glass, punches the glass instead of the heavy wooden door. Apparently, heavy wooden door. Breaking the glass.
Yes. Do I still need the strength for that?
No.
It's glass.
It's glass.
I don't want another
you,
one.
You rolled a 13, which is...
No, that was Jin.
Oh, it was Jin. Okay, then Jin, realizing that there's glass, actually punches the glass.
You guys are idiots.
I never claimed to be a smart man.
Air's just like on the floor at this point, laughing his ass off at you guys.
But you claim to be a man.
Okay, then I'll reach through the open window as the smart person and unlock the door.
Oh, this is my life now.
You're welcome. You're fucking welcome.
I don't know if CJ said that or the captain.
Yes.
Our team is the personification at this point of Mr. Magoo.
For you young people, just Google it. Or ask your mother. Door opens and it's a well lit room, and like I said, there's a bunch. It's obviously an armory in here, and this is something that you're well versed in. This exists in every Hunters Association hideout, and
You also have arms.
yes, slaps the shit out of you.
Can we just like take all the loot? Can we just take all this arms and armors and stuff and bring it back to wherever we're going?
Lim.
Take a little bit. Don't take all of it.
And before what I see Blim do, I grab my stuff, kind of just carry it.
Yeah, you see him teleport over to a very ornate looking sword that was kept out special, like somebody was looking at it.
So what's that, buddy?
So I'm gonna grab a picture for you guys and post it into our thing so you guys can see the majesty that is what I wield.
Okay, it's gonna be noted into the ledger.
And yeah, Blim kind of oozes up into the area and kind of just starts eating a few things. So you see Drago. He wasn't there before, but he's there now. A blue slime. No, he was different color at this point.
Green?
Yeah, he ate something that was green. So this little roly boy comes up. Hi, I'm Blim.
Hi Blim, nice to meet you. I'm Valias.
Hi, Valias. I got the shit kicked out of me, so I'm a little, green in the gills right now. What do you want me to do, Captain? Eat like a third of this. Okay.
And I'm working on putting on my plate mail.
And he just, like, explodes out in different directions, grabbing, like, a bunch of stuff, and just, you see it just get humped. He literally just starts shoving it into his mouth. And it disappears.
Well, that's a neat trick.
And as he's eating different things, he turns different colors, and his shape kind of turns into, like, if he eats a bow, he turns into a long boy, and if he eats a sword, he turns into a pointy boy. And about a minute later, he... okay. And considering all of this was mundane, it's not going to be worth much, but it's good to have a just a backup of stuff. You know, it's pretty much, I'm going to say, at least 2 of every mundane item that he nommed on.
That's still like almost 500 gold then.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Depending on how much there is.
Look, when you're at the beginning, you need to pick up all the grays you find.
Exactly.
See.
So, Air then turns after he composes himself finally, wiping tears from his face. All right, let's go upstairs and get our get Yeath's girlfriend and head back to the ship, I guess. Before this place gets any more dead.
Were we failing harder?
Also that.
That's some of the best parts of D&D.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, our strength-based character is a fucking nat 1.
Second roll in the game, I rolled a nat 1.
And you head back up. Well, Air just goes ahead and leads the charge upstairs. And Yishtola is sitting at the bar. She grabbed a big bottle of rum and is just sitting there and pounding it down.
As one would after that fight.
She looks up and goes, "Oh, hey guys, all my friends are dead."
It's not in character, by the way. Elias just kind of looks at this lady and like, yeah, same. Sits and it's like doesn't know what to do because he's still like half dressed because you know putting on armor takes forever, and he's still just kind of working on getting himself into the armor.
She pours you a glass and goes, "Then drink to dead friends."
Picks up the glass and like doesn't know what to do with it.
You drink it, you put it up to your mouth, and you just let it go back.
It does so.
Yeath plunks himself down and sort of creates a cup made of scales and places it down.
Gross.
Not all your friends are dead.
Gross. Yourself, gross. What'd you guys do down there? I heard some banging.
Nearly died. Ultimately won. We got some serious hunter-killer problems coming.
Neat.
And my glass is empty.
Sorry. And she sloppily pours a glass. You want one, Captain? You want one, snack butt?
Elias is trying really hard not to laugh, but he kind of like
he's still working.
He's laughing low and like really quiet to himself at listening to her talk.
Snack butt. Here, have a drink.
Snickbutt will take drink.
Ah, yeah. Hey. The blue boy's not blue anymore.
Yeah, he's a little green this time.
Why is the blue boy green? I don't.
We had some trouble down there.
Yeah, imagine.
He needs a drink. I mean, he can pour his own, but...
And if you give it to him, then he can make more.
Oh yeah, that's right. Here, here, and she like stumbly like tries. She still has a little bit of feline grace in her, but she slides over the bar and lands in a superhero landing on the other side on the floor. Her face is like 2 inches away from the ground. Kitty flip. And I grab a bottle of this and a bottle of this. And all my friends are gone, so I'm just going to take... Hey, Blim, come here. Eat it all.
Why didn't I think this?
And Air looks... And Blim kind of looks over at the captain. Air goes, alcohol doesn't help them defend themselves. I'm all for you taking all of this. And he then does his little explodey thing out with dozens of hands, super quickly grabbing things and shoving them into his mouth. And turns into at this point, a actual bottle.
We should probably take this party back to the boat before someone notices.
Yeah, we'll put him in my knapsack since it's pretty much a bottle now.
He just falls over to his side and just rolls.
More of having less obvious having a bottle rolling down the street. I mean, not that you don't have a gigantic obvious party, just strolling down the street.
In rare form too. So you want us to be more obvious? Proceeds to just grow in size.
So does Blim.
I mean, at this point, Blim is probably blimped up a little bit with eating about 500 G worth of stuff.
Oh, yeah, like, I'm like,
He has two sizes of...
Are you dressed, man?
Mobile bag of holding.
Yeah, he's our mobile bag hold.
I can't increase my size now. But yeah, I'm the same size as a Jin. Just as a reference now, guys.
So I'm over 10 feet long.
I mean, I'm like 10 plus feet tall.
You're a large character.
You
Yeah.
So you and I have to go single file down the hallway.
Basically.
You
But then I like change back down to like normal size immediately after.
As you guys are showing off size changes, Blim actually grows up to a gigantic size because I gave him freaking 4 damn levels of change shape.
Oh god.
He's just a meme character.
I forgot in the beginning, you just made a meme broken character.
Yes, I did. And so there's this giant bottle rolling down the street now.
Hey, Blim.
Yeah.
Before we leave, guys, let's grab some breakfast.
I got booze.
We need some bread and some meat.
There is bread.
He is right.
He's the cook.
Yeah, but he's drunk. You think he's gonna be able to cook right now?
I'm not drunk.
This is why I was...
His voice changed, by the way. Yeah, it's just not me forgetting what voice I gave him. His voice actually changed. I'm not drunk. I'm just full of liquor.
Do we have enough Blim for rations, everything? Do we need to do any shopping? Do you need anything extra?
Oh, there's not a lot around this area. Especially...
That's what I'm saying, to raid the tavern for food, bring it with us.
He rolls back into the... comes out looking like a hamburger.
People.
Comes out looking like a hamburger. Got it.
Thanks, man.
Blup, 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 blup,
I
blup.
guess we're never coming back here then.
There's really no reason to come back here. Everybody's in there dead. The good hunter killers killed all the hunters, and I'm sad. Yes.
Wait.
Merrick, I'm sad.
Were there any other hunters besides her on this island?
This place was relatively full.
yesterday.
Yes. And then when you guys came downstairs, it was full of viscera.
Yeah.
Because the hunter killers did their job.
Then we did our we did a sloppy job, but we got it done.
By this time, Elias is actually finally finished putting his armor on and kind of straps his weapon to his back.
You see Blim trying to reach for it. He's not being subtle about it. He's just like trying to poke it.
Yes, Blim, what do you want?
I want to eat it.
No, I need this.
Yeah, I saw what you did to the door without it, but I want to eat it.
That's nice. I want you not to touch my weapon. So I guess we're at an impasse here.
Okay.
Let's get back to the boat before Blimk eats our newbie.
I don't know. Let's get back to the boat and then let him eat the newbie.
So you guys get back to the boat and get boarded and drag Yishatal up there. And after a little bit, she sobers up a bit. And Air goes, all right, Velias, Yishatal, come here, please. He looks up at Velias. He goes, you said you owe me. You look, the captain. Or you're your regular size now. He just looks at you.
Yeah. So I'm a little shorter than him.
He just looks you in the eye and goes, so you owe me.
Correct, I do. That's what I said.
Well, I am making a crew to take down a certain pirate lord and eventually to probably overtake the Pirate King. You in?
Sure, I got nothing better to do, really.
I figure I get enough strays, I might as well take another one. Alright. He extends his hand out and goes, then join my crew. And he says this in a way that his hand starts glowing this white as a sigil appears on the backside of his hand.
I take his hand.
And where on your body would you like to have a sigil pop up when you take his hand?
On my left shoulder blade.
Then you are now part of the crew.
Yeah.
You have any specific skills that you would like to let us know of other than Mr. Can't Say?
Well, I'm pretty good in a fight.
The door would disagree.
You know, sometimes I have bad luck. See, I don't really have a way to prove it either, which sucks in this instance.
Well, I can...
She could fight Grandpa.
Yeah, you can have you fight my grandfather.
I mean, if that's what you want, I guess.
I'm not gonna have eyebrows tomorrow.
Up from the back of the boat kind of stands up a old man. He kind of comes downstairs and goes, who am I fighting?
Apparently you're fighting me.
Neat. And he looks at you and looks you up and down. I know what you are. I'm gonna be a pain in the ass if I try fighting you.
I teleport over to him and grab his mouth.
Okay. Give me a
Maybe we should have had a fight and live.
unarmed strike. Or no, it would be athletics. Because grapple. 14 ain't bad. I'm going to roll some things behind the curtain here. Because you guys...
How far away was he? Just so I have a reference.
About 30 feet.
Okay.
And you grab him by the mouth, and he kind of looks down looks at you, and straightens up his back now, and stands up at his full height, and is eye to eye with you.
Don't say anything.
His eyes get very tense. Let me go.
Lets him go.
He opens his mouth, and you see a giant row of teeth as he begins to lick his lips. And that was fun. Do me a favor and give me another athletics roll, please.
Oh. Almost a 20.
He grabs you and almost gets you to the ground.
Can I, as a...
Because he rolled a dirty 20 as well.
Can I go into large form?
Yeah.
So I go in. So you guys watch as he just bulks up and now towers over Air's grandfather. Because I'm tall boy now.
Well, I was right.
Secret was.
I was right, and I like being right.
Jin quickly takes note of large form and...
You already saw the large form.
Yeah, you saw the large form.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Cam then reaches down to his side at a sword. Nah, I don't want to ruin the ship again. Tor already tore into me.
Yeah, then he's gonna make me do it.
All right, boy. And he gently punches you in the gut without any kind of force behind it.
How old does Air's grandfather look?
He looks very old.
Do I recognize what race he is?
Oh, he's a half dragon.
He's a half dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but his other half is elven, and he looks old for an elf.
So there is a good chance he's probably older than what I would be.
Oh, yes. One would say that he is ancient.
And ripped.
Yeah. He's hiding some, he's packing some heat beneath the shirt. Because anime grandpa. Alright, I guess he's good in a fight, I guess. Kept up with me.
I still can't beat a door.
Maybe it was a relative. As Cam...
I just stare daggers at
and
him.
Cam looks right back at you, staring right back.
Do you know a little woodland spirit? Goes by the name of Kanushi.
Can't say I'm familiar.
Oh.
You wanna go back down to your normal size, or should I match it?
Flexes back down.
Smart kid. Think I'm gonna like you.
I hope so.
He can join. Thanks for your permission, Grandpa. He goes back up to the back of the boat and just kind of sits on the rear of the rear handrail in meditating position. So that was my grandpa Cam. He used to run this ship.
You said Cam, right?
Yes, CAM. I'll introduce the rest of the crew. As you said, as you know, you've met Jin. He is one of our deckhands, or boatswains, rather. Sorry. Yeeth is our lookout. I forgot the word lookout there for a second. Jesus. I'm not even drinking tonight.
Not enough. Yeeth on this, by the way, has looked around, sort of snorted, and flown back up to the crow's nest with a bottle in hand.
Around here somewhere we have Tor.
What was that? I couldn't hear what you said.
So around here somewhere we have Tor. He's our master boatswain.
We'll go find him and see if there's anything need repairing.
Okay, bye. And then we have Ammo, whose name I'm changing. It's always been Ammo. I don't know what you're talking about. She is our navigator, and a little fairy lands on your shoulder. Hi.
Hello there.
She floats down in front of your face. Name's Ammo. What's yours?
Valias.
Nice to meet you, Valias. She just bolts back into what she was doing before. So that's the crew, and then Ishatal here is our other new member, and she has the sigil on her. She's a Nekojin, so cat ears, everything. She on the inside of one of her ears, she has the symbol of the crew on her now. You two will find your place here. Those who don't work don't eat. Right now, we're unofficially. We're not quite allied with the Pirate King yet. That will be something that we do here. We're going to leave once we raise anchor. That is what the next place that we are going. We need to be careful of any ship that comes up to us until we become until we bend the knee.
I say something in Sylvan to the fairy. Hello.
Oh, somebody that speaks my language. It's been forever since I've been able to speak Sylvan to somebody.
Well, now you have someone you can speak to regularly with. Continues in Sylvan.
Neat. It'd be, interesting how you know this tongue, but...
You'll find out one day, maybe.
I should go ask Cam.
Has a look of just like, shit.
She giggles. And then just like hyper flies away. And the rest of you just heard like singing, basically. Oh. Interesting. You are full of surprises there, Valias.
Thank you.
Well, big boy, go ahead and raise the anchor for us. Let's go ahead and get going. And
I go over and well, Ice has never been on a ship, so he has no idea where the anchor is. So I've never been on a ship before.
Oh.
So I don't know where the anchor is.
You see the big metal thing that's hanging off the side of the ship? Right there.
Yeah, I see it.
Pull that up.
Okay. With an athletics check, I assume?
Yes.
Ugh.
9. Yeah, it comes up without too much of an issue. And as he's going around the ship, detaching cables and things like that, and the sails begin to unfurl. And I think we have enough for one jump. Okay. He puts his hand up to the wheel as the ship begins to pick up pace because the winds catch, almost like they were perfectly timed. The wind begins to flow through your hair, and the coast is clear in all directions, since I can tell you this without you having to roll because you have a freaking 1,000-foot range.
Who has a 1,000-foot range?
Yeeth has 1,000-foot eyesight.
Oh.
God damn, just sitting up there like a fucking owl.
I see everything.
What do your elven eyes see, Legolas?
And everybody hears in their heads. Making a jump in 5, everybody brace themselves.
Looks around very nervously.
4.
What?
3.
I teleport
2,
to the closest railing and just
1.
grip on.
And then
Just wrap around something in the hold.
the ship kind of shakes. And shakes again as you hear him say something in... You don't speak Draconic, do you?
I do not.
Okay. Well, Yeeth will understand. Basically, he's making a chant. And as he's chanting, runes and sigils appear around the ship, including giant ones on the sails themselves. And the chant is... The reason why I'm not going over it is just kind of just a general magical chant. But he's like saying just general words like,
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, exactly. And then he stomps his foot, and lightning comes down and strikes the very, very, very top of the flagpole, right above your head there, Yeeth.
Is it particularly loud?
No, just lightning, not thunder.
Good.
I mean, it's loud, but not like the shotgun blast that the captain was letting off.
Enough for me to get surprised by and then shout, "What the F?"
Yeah, exactly. As then you get knocked back up against the crow's nest, and the ship, when you guys blink, you guys are in a different area now. I'm going to load up the map of Zaz.
Oh, cool, new map.
And just so you
Intercontinental
guys
Railroad.
know, mentally in the background, Jin is going to note the chant into his ledger. Because you can actually understand Draconic as well.
Hey, you're underground. You don't know what he's talking about.
I'm joking. I know I can't hear him from there.
So...
What you talk about, Willis?
Willis wants to hear things and learn things.
You're the first one to notice this, primarily because you're up there and can see things. You are now around a lot of boats. And a lot of ships, and also a lot of people yelling and turning around and aiming cannons at the ship.
How far off are they?
They're relatively close. I'd say within a good couple of nautical miles.
Oh, okay. I was asking because I want to know if I could basically teleport or not.
Well, Air puts his fingers to his throat and says, "Speak" in Draconic. And then you all hear just one word. And it's seemingly every language at once. Parlay. My teeth decided it was a good idea to stop being teeth. Parlay. And everybody then the boats begin to turn around and point towards the island that is over that way. And you guys seemingly have a escort to what is quickly, obviously, the pirate kingdom of Torin.
This was a fast trip.
I told you it would be. We only have enough energy to do that once, though. It's going to be a bit before we can do that again. What was that?
Send someone else to it.
What exactly was that?
Oh. It is a special enchantment that Grandpa put into the ship when he was traveling.
Cam is amazing.
Allows us to basically ride lightning.
That out of character, that headcanon, that's kind of fucking awesome.
But we've also seen the bad guys do it.
Yeah, exactly. You guys saw something very similar when Atel took off like a bat out of hell.
But just like nothing new at it again. That's just really cool.
And Yeet, by the way, there's Atel's ship right there. In that direction.
Captain.
Yes.
I tell him what you just said.
Yeah, he is he's a pirate lord, so we have to deal with it right now.
Well, is he protected?
Yes.
Are we protected from him?
Until the king says otherwise, yes.
Does that include everyone in the crew?
Yes. That is the reason why I needed to make sure that you all were willing to take the sigil.
Okay.
So how far away is that ship that was pointed out to? Or did I not see the ship that everyone's like talking about?
To you, all the ships minus the Jolly Rogers look fairly similar. Like there's a ship that is in particular, if you follow Air's eyesight or eyeline rather, he's looking at a ship that is at the head of it is a giant archdemon. And the Jolly Roger is a skull with gold around it. And the skull has a horn going straight up. And sabers behind the skull. You do see what you know as another thing of you, of your ilk, kind of standing on the deck. Yeet, there's Hallwood, your friend. And Jen, there's your girlfriend.
Buddy.
Yeah, there's your friend.
Great. Am I protected from her?
They can't touch us while we're under the protection of Parlay.
Oh, thank God.
She looks at you, and she gets ready to jump over the side of the ship, and is grabbed by Dart.
You just see, out of nowhere, you just see Jin pull down his eye and stick out his tongue in classic anime fashion. Mr. Snips does the same thing, and you don't know how.
It's just like Happy and Natsu.
Yeah, exactly.
I wave to the one that what I know is like me.
He looks back at you and just turns his back and then melds into the ship and disappears.
Should have said becomes a door.
Yeah, becomes a door.
He literally just becomes the ship.
Yeah, he starts walking and just disappears into the almost melds into the ship. Yes.
Do I recognize that as change state?
Yes.
Okay.
And Youth is arguing with himself about the various merits of sending an arrow their way.
Of course.
And after a little bit of time, you guys are brought up to port, and you're told where to dock the ship, when to lower your anchor, when to lower your sails. Basically, you are being held at... it's very obvious that you are being held at giant sword point with everything in here. And
Are we docking or are we mooring?
more. Thanks for knowing more about ships than I do, Scott.
You're welcome.
I will eventually get that lingo down. Right now, I do.
Just ask if you ever have questions.
You guys are basically just instructed where to go and how to do it, and then Air is just being very tense while doing everything, giving instructions as they give it, telling Velias to lower anchor, that kind of thing.
Lowers the anchor.
Yeah, get above a 10, you lower the anchor.
I mean, kind of just gravity at that point.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're told to disembark the ship and get onto a particular rowboat, and he's allowing, strangely enough, 4 of you to come along. And
I'm the new guy here, so if you guys want me to stay here.
no, I want the fresh meat with me.
Okay.
Also, anybody who's willing to and able to lay hands on, go fist to fist with Grandpa, I actually want with me.
Kind of smiles a little bit because that was the first compliment I got, basically, besides from Cam himself.
And you guys are... He basically has Yishitol stay on the ship, but wants the other new guys with him.
It's the away team of the newbies.
Exactly.
With Cap.
The Expendables.
With Cap.
Yes. You guys are...
Am I wearing a red shirt today?
And again, it's very tense as you guys are being brought through this city, and it's a very detailed, very well laid out coastal city. And there are merchants, there are shops, there are, very obviously businesses. Everything does have almost a tangible aura of too good, knowing where you guys are at.
How busy is it? As in, how noisy is it?
It's fairly noisy, especially since you guys are surrounded by the 9 pirate lords, including Atil. You are kind of a talk of the town. So it is people peering out windows and on the streets talking and pointing and shouting at you.
You definitely want me on this, Captain.
Not sure what I'm going to do here, but you guys are led to and in the distance there is a palace of this seafoam green stone that rises up, showing power, showing wealth. It has tons of arcane and regular and mundane cannons surrounding it. And as you guys get closer, the buildings get further and further apart and more wealthy, more audacious. And you guys begin, it gets less noisy but more tense as eventually the pirate lords separate from you and stand in a line behind you as you guys are at the drawbridge of the fortress palace. Everything in here just smells of seawater and gunpowder. The walls are massive, and the bricks that make up the walls are huge. They are easily the size of a person. Some are larger as you get towards the bottom of the castle. Even those who are not particularly arcane intelligent feel this wave of energy coming off of it as a symbol glows on the drawbridge and it begins to be lowered.
Is there anything that I could tell specifically, especially coming from the water plane, about this?
No. This does look like sea stone.
Just sea stone. Okay.
Yeah. It the order that it's kind of generating is not particularly anything like in particular. It's just this, there's a lot of magical power in here.
Yep. Okay.
And as the drawbridge is lowered, you hear at the up above your heads as a man stands above, and his image is then reflected on, kind of projected from the drawbridge up in front of you. It is a man in a long golden robe. He is normal sized, well built. He, underneath his coat, he's wearing a buttoned up shirt that around the top of it kind of shows the fact that his neck has muscles. As you go up, he has this striking, he's a striking half orc, or half troll rather. long purple ears that go around the back towards the back of his head. A relatively short nose that has several piercings up each and every side. He has kind eyes, but and a mischievous smirk on his face. There's always too much ceremony when someone asks to have parley with me. My name is Torin. I am this pirate king. This generation's pirate king. You are welcome into my home. Please. And the projection disappears. And Air just begins walking across the drawbridge.
Can I continue just to follow?
Party follows along.
Yep, and as you guys get across the drawbridge, the pirate lords then as well follow behind you guys. But they're further back. They're not up on your faces anymore. So, and the pirate lords all have they are all very different races. And some of them you're not even sure what they are. You have one. So I'm going to give a general description of the pirate lords here. Just basically general looks and their races. So of course you have Atil, who is a massive archdemon. Wings the size of Jin. And standing about head and shoulders above him. Wearing all black. He has a visor over his eyes. And long black hair that's tulled up in a ponytail. That even the ponytail goes down to the small of his back. And on his arm is his sigil that was on his flag. You do see a red-headed goblin that is wearing red and orange. It's actually a crow goblin. He is much shorter. He's small sized. He's a bit bigger than the gnome that you guys were dealing with earlier, but he's wearing red and orange, and has a symbol on his hat that is basically looks kind of like a goblin skull. Long ears coming out from the side of it, and a wicked smile on it. You have a centaur who is a relatively seemingly the calmest of them. He has long blonde hair. It's just kind of flowing back. He doesn't have a shirt on. He has his colors on his horse colors are almost pure black. And on his arm, he has a bandana wrapped around it that has a symbol of a horseshoe. I just realized there's 9 of these that I gotta go through.
You don't have to go through all of them.
Those are the 3. Those are the 3 like most domineering of all of them. I have to get my descriptions of all of them too. So I'll get those as they become relevant, if they ever become relevant. inside of the castle is just luxury. Like furniture that it looks just like it would be able to be fallen into. The sweet smells of, you can't tell if it's cooking or some kind of perfume, permeates the air. There's a light music that seemingly follows you. And Neath, as you look around, you actually see some living instruments that are playing themselves. And they are following the procession.
Fancy that.
And the ceiling, and Jin, this actually feels kind of nice because it's not tight in here at all. The ceiling is massive, like almost 100 feet up. Seemingly endless space in here. You do eventually, after winding some obviously designed to confuse people corridors, come to a grand staircase. And at the top of the staircase is a giant door. You guys are instructed to go through or go up said staircase and stand in front of said door. And as you do, all 9 of the pirate lords put their hands up, and symbols, 9 symbols on the door glow, and the door slowly opens. Silently, though. As this wind erupts from in there. And sitting on his throne is Torin the Pirate King. Welcome, friends. Come in, come in. I am already aware of what you are here for. The only reason anybody ever comes to me. You wish to fly my colors. Yes, my lord. It is very simple to say that you are willing to fly the colors. But some, they do not like the oath that I make them take. Are you willing to take this? Of course, my liege. Anything for you. And the code of the order is you cannot harm those who fly the Pirate King's colors unless provoked. Prisoners of war are to be treated kindly unless they are of the red. Leave non-red ships be. Let them live their freest lives. Find yourself a position, and that will be yours. You do not have the name of pirate. Your crew's your family. Should one fall, they must be celebrated. Never discarded. Every member of your crew, every part of your ship must have your sigil. Your sigil is your lifeline. Always fly your colors proudly. Should the Red Army attack, come to the King's aid. Should the Red Army attack you, the King's aid will come to you. And finally, the king must have his bounty. Treasure that you find shall be split with your crew. Will come. Part of the captain's share will come to the pirate king. Do you agree to these terms? Yes, my liege. And Air bows, drops to a knee, and lowers his head. What is the name of your ship? So that I may make sure that it is in our fleet's books. And you hear a whoosh from up above as Cam actually flies through the window, landing fairly close to the Pirate King. And all of the lords at once draw their swords, draw their guns, and point it at him. And Cam and the Pirate King embrace. It has been a long time, my friend. Bring you good news for me. Well, I see you have my grandson here. So this is the dragon's return. Air looks, shit, that's a good name. Yeah, it's the name of the ship. The Dragon's Return. He smiles, and Cam smiles back. So you're letting my boy join? Of course. He came to me under the flag of Parley. Seems that dumbass does listen. Well, as Cam kind of just sits right on the floor next to the Pirate King. Carry on, sorry for being all dramatic and shit. Let it be known that the ship known as the Dragon's Return shall be inscribed into our fleet's manuscript. Should you feel the need to have a fleet of your own, they must all come and bend the knee to me. You are more than welcome to have your own fleet, though. You are free. We are all free. That is what we fight for. Freedom, though, as you heard, does have a price. And that is where I come in. You are, however, welcome to stay in the town overnight. I will make arrangements for you. But first, I want to give you a gift, as I do all of us, all of you who join my crew, of my fleet. Out of nowhere, he takes a scepter. A scepter appears, and he slams it on the ground. And another door to the left of you opens, and out comes another aquatic-looking elf and a crew. And Torn looks and goes, "This is my wife. She has something she wants to give you, since you are my good friend's grandson. She smiles and curtsies, and she's a beautiful looking aquatic elf. Blue skin, blue hair, green eyes. Tall and thin, but kind of exuding power from her. As my husband said, I am the queen. You may call me Alaya. And that is Aliah. I have a gift for you. It is a member of my fleet who I will have sent to your ship as an envoy when you are ready to leave. He is to make sure that your loyalty is fair. Hold on. His name is Alwyn. He will be at your ship tomorrow morning. Welcome him like he was one of your own. He will take your oath. He will become part of your crew. But just know that he is one of my men. He is protected. Do not let any harm come to him. Please. He will be a great guidance to you. He is skilled in many different arts and will be an asset to you in many, many different ways. He will meet you at your ship tomorrow morning. Until then, you are welcome in my city as one of my own. It is a pleasure. And she then walks up the stairs to stand next to Torim and holds his hand. And they raise their hands up and bang the scepter on the ground again. And the symbols on all of your guys' body parts, simply enough, gain a where the eye is on the skull that's on your arm is a little red star now. Or not on your arm, wherever it happens to be. There's a little red star. You have been welcomed into the fleet. Enjoy your stay. You are welcome here anytime. Now, enough ceremony. Eat, drink, enjoy. And as he says this, the music then begins to swell up behind you again. And Atel at this point and the goblin just kind of immediately make for the door. And yeah, there's a party thrown for you guys. The rest of the crew is brought in. Not dragged in, but just like they're escorted in. I know that sounded vicious, but they really weren't. And even Torin himself joins in with your guys' celebration. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna find a back corner somewhere and kind of just stay away from everybody because I don't really like people.
Daryl?
How busy is this party?
It's busy. Like, there is a few hundred people here.
I will find the nearest bottle and go outside as soon as I can.
Nobody stops you. You ask for a bottle, they give you a Jolt decanter of alcohol.
I'm outside. What sort of outside is it? Is like sort of castle grounds?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
City.
No, you guys are in the castle grounds. So, basically, it's a well-landscaped, almost island paradise. You have palm trees, you have the smell of the sea, and out here, there is really nobody. There's a couple people here and there talking, a couple people smoking. Nobody really pays you any mind.
Just the way I like it.
You do, however, eventually feel a hand on your shoulder. Well, 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 I do declare if it ain't you, Mr. Shoot First and Ask Questions Later.
From the end of the first well, Heath has his armor up and bow drawn.
Oh, easy, boy. Can't fight each other here. That's a quick way to have the captain and the king come down to take both our heads.
I can if you start something.
I just wanted to come over and see my dear friends. We became so close last time we met.
Close to killing you, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, you can see each armored scale on each arms sort of crawl at the sound of his voice.
And if I remember correctly, we both came out on the other side smelling pretty rosy.
I don't think that's what the smell is.
Most certainly not, Mr. Commoner. But I just wanted to welcome you to the fleet, my friend. I'm glad you all found a ship that is willing to take on bottom feeders like yourself.
Do you have a point?
I have several.
Then take him far away from here. Thank you.
He smiles and his sharpened teeth look at you. Or his sharpened teeth look at you. He smiles. It's getting laid. He has eye teeth, so they look at you.
The teeth have eyes.
He's a bloodborne monster. Oh God, no! He's a werebutt. Yes. And he then just turns and walks away from you. You do see that a couple of people, or a couple of guards, are looking your way as your bow is drawn.
As he turns back, the bow tracks into my hand and wrist, but the armor stays.
And once the bow goes away, the guards just lessen their personas and just kind of, presence. Thank you, Rachel. And go back to talking to one another. And you are left there as you see Hallman walking away. Jin, what are you doing?
Jin is actually sticking with the captain and most of the crew, as he feels safest around the family.
He, Air does kind of look very uncomfortable, especially as he sees his grandfather laughing and yucking it up with the king and queen. He looks and goes, I didn't realize that he was that. Shit. It's going to be harder than I thought. Shit. Oh, well. He takes a glass of champagne off of a walking tray, and I mean that literally. Tray is has metallic legs and is just kind of walking around. And
Jin is just writing in the ledger and taking notes of all these insane and crazy things going on around him. Coming to this place was the right idea.
Yeah, I
really don't want to go back.
That's the it's kind of the enchantment of this place. I came here when I was little. I didn't realize that it was because my grandfather apparently is very close with the king and queen.
That is really good to know. But I was more meaning just you and the crew.
Oh, with us? Oh, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that.
It's been a weird month or so.
Yeah, it's only been like a couple of weeks since you started this whole thing.
Yeah, it's only been like about a month or so since I've been on this plane.
Oh, it's
So this is a little crazy. I feel like I'm moving a little fast, but
yeah, you jumped in with apparently the right crew. I'm glad you're sticking with us. What are you writing in there, by the way?
Everything I'm seeing, learning, and there's a certain section called the ledger, which is information for us about things we find and things that we must take care of.
I would be very interested in seeing that later.
So will I.
But
We're growing.
In the meantime, enjoy yourself. I'm probably going to head out here soon. This kind of giant shindig isn't really my thing. But if you want to stay, have at it.
Hang on a second.
Huh. Somehow we're only moving 15 feet, 5 feet at a time on this map.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's not to scale. Jeez.
Well, you should make it to scale then. Think of that one? No, you didn't.
I could. Just would take forever to load.
No, you could make each square setup as something else entirely. Map's not even square.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jin would stick at the party for a little bit longer, but would be wanting to move back to where the crew is quartering.
Okay. Yeah, and after a while, the captain comes and taps everybody on the shoulder and tells them that their place of where they're staying has been set up, and they're free to meet him there, he's going to go ahead and head over there. And considering you are a bunch of antisocial bastards, I can't imagine that any of you stay there for very long.
Oh yeah, 100%. I basically go with the captain, mostly so I don't get lost.
And then, yeah. Anything else that wants to be said, done, or anything before we actually go ahead and end for the evening? I think this is a good place to...
See, I feel like we should get Blaze here first before we do that, because like he's been sitting here the whole time.
Oh, he knew what he was signing up for. Like, actually, seriously. There, now each square's 100 feet. Jeez. It's closer to scale.
So I can move one square at a turn. Oh, that's great.
Oh, and I mean, we can... I know Daryl has to go here soon. But...
I mean, it's just my opinion. Like, I feel bad that
geez.
Blaze has been sitting here all quiet for like...
Also, geez, spoiler. God.
But... that's just my opinion. Like...
So, well, the next morning, the evening goes by uneventfully. Why are you making a mess of my map?
Oh, we're making messes? Cool. I like making messes.
Jesus. Now, you just made yourself at home, didn't you?
Yep. Yep.
There it is. And so the evening goes by uneventfully, and you guys are brought back to the now properly renamed, and it's even on the side of the ship already, the Dragon's Return. And there's a red flag now floating up at the top of the flag head that is the same of every other ship here. It was actually brought into port. And once you guys dock, you have or once you guys get on board, there is as you guys are getting ready to get on board, you hear a voice, the Queen's voice. Excuse me. You have your newest member here. And who do they see?
Hello. What you guys see is Alvin's about 6 feet tall. If you've ever heard of a fox-eyed character, that's kind of what he is. Those type of anime characters that always have their eyes closed. He has glasses.
So now we have literally have Mr. Magoo.
His hair is purple. It's like a medium length spiky in the front, with a ponytail, like a medium length ponytail in the back. He's got like a white pirate shirt on, with a nice ashen gray overcoat, and some basic tan pants with some brown pirate boots. Things that are probably the most notable for him, though, is he's got like a bandolier across his chest that has like red vials, or vials with red liquid in them. And biggest thing is he's a half troll. But on the left side of his face and running like at the bottom of his jaw and then running down his neck and across the left side of his chest are burn marks. And he just says, "Hello there. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Yeah. You're the Queen's man, huh? It's a pleasure to meet you.
That I be.
Name's Air.
Alwyn, and reaches his hand out to give a handshake.
He shakes his hand back. Well, you are welcome on board as one of our own. It is a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Believe I have to make the agreement.
Yeah, we have to do that on the ship.
Right.
And
then he kind of, you assume he's looking over at the rest of the crew because you can't tell because of his closed eyes. He's like, "It's a pleasure to meet all of you."
Great talk.
It's early, but great to meet you.
Steps up as well. Hi, I'm Valius. Nice to meet you.
If he shakes anyone's hand who's willing to shake a hand.
God, I hope he has a mask on. We don't handshake in this day and age, kid. Elbows or fist bumps only.
This is a different time. Different world. We don't have to deal with that here.
Puts on hand sanitizer whenever he shakes somebody's hand.
Elias would not.
Time you paid, you wash your hands. As well, welcome aboard.
Okay, let's try and talk.
Yeah.
I said, Yeath does not shake his hand. He seems to be talking to himself about a spy amongst them before he grunts and moves off to the crow's nest.
Alwyn makes note and just ignores it for the moment.
Yeath is he's a good guy.
Oh, I completely understand where his worries are coming from.
I don't think of you as a spy. A spy is one who we don't know is taking note of us. But I'm sure that everything that you are meant to have will come.
Right.
Well, and he extends his hand, goes, "Well then, will you join my crew?"
And he says, he's just, "Of course," and he clasps his hand.
Oh, excellent. And you feel this kind of tingling sensation as energy moves from his hand and makes its way to where on your body?
It's actually gonna show up on the scarred side of his chest, probably right over where his heart would be.
Oh. And yep, there looks like a little dragon head appears on your chest, and where one of the eyes is a little red star.
Okay.
And I think now that our crew is ready to throw things. Jesus. I think now that our crew is fully ready, I think we will go ahead and end here for the evening. Are you ready?
What is happening to the map?
Just gonna keep hovered over the delete button here.
Get it on tabbed.
I'm just gonna move this down to my hot bar over here. I really thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. I greatly appreciate it, and we all do.
No problem. I had a lot of fun, even doing this just to annoy you guys. Because you can't see the map now.
Thank you both. Thank you, Blaze and Drago, for coming on. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for joining us.
guys.
Jesus.
Thank you. Let me finish.
I was,
Let me finish hiding the map. Come on.
You will suffer for this later, just as a warning.
That's fine.
You say that now. You say that now.
So help me God, I will throw more doors in your direction.
I'll just tank it. Hello.
The mortal nemesis, the door. Seems to be all of our chaos crew issues as doors.
Doors, horses,
trees.
We'll see what happens when the next door comes around and Alwyn's around. We'll see what happens.
Well, now that I have my weapon, it won't be a problem.
I said trees. Rachel has PTSD from trees.
I'll just do one of these.
You just wait till the tree fight or the door fights back.
Mimic doors. Be there.
All right. Thank you all for hanging out. If you want to find out all the places that you can chat, support, and hang out with us, go over to geek-io.net/links, LINKS. That has our Patreon, our Discord, our website, and all of the places that you can hang out with us. Remember that we record here Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/geekio show. And join myself and Scott Thursdays for Chaos Crew Gamer Geeks, as we are making our way. We actually probably find something different this week since it's Spoopy month. I got to talk to Scott.
Oh no.
Yes, there are other games that I play other than Bloodborne.
Oh no.
Or Pathfinder.
No.
Or Pathfinder.
They're spooky games. I
Phasmophobia.
like Eldritch horror. I don't like horror.
Phasmophobia.
That's
I'm telling you, it's fun.
Probably what we're going to be playing.
Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Love you all. Be good to one another. And we will see you right back here next week